Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my channel, Lexquisite Life, where we learn to live our lives exquisitely, one budget at a time. So, we did our paycheck budget last week, we did our cash envelope stuffing last week, and I ended up having to take that video down due to my poor editing. I took it down. So, I've been sitting here racking my brain for the last half hour, maybe even longer, trying to balance my budget. So this week started, Sunday started and threw me for a complete tailspin. So now I'm trying to recover and recuperate. So let's hop in. Oh, and if you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're liking what you see. On my channel, we do plan with me's, budgeting, not so good budgeting, not so good plan with me's, but you know, we working on it. Everything is a work in progress. So this was our monthly, oops, knocking stuff over. This was our monthly budget, and we did pay Geico. We did pay the phone. Canva took her money. The IRS, we actually paid them $600, and we did that when we got paid up there. And then rent was $894, but that also got paid. So let me give you all the tea on what happened. So Saturday, finished filming, stuffed the envelopes, was feeling good about my budget, like yes, I think I'm gonna have this pay period. I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna try to reach all my goals. God said, okay, you making plans? Well, let me show you what I do. So Sunday, my girlfriend's car broke down while she was driving on the freeway. Thank God nobody was injured. It wasn't a big accident. Her, come to find out, her wheel hub, she needs to replace a whole new wheel hub because her wheel wasn't on the, I don't know what it's called, but y'all know the thing that you put the wheel on and then you put the little bolts in. Yeah, that whole situation wasn't on there. It was just hanging, and if it wasn't for her brakes, her ABS brake system, her tire could have rolled and went, and it could have been a whole different situation. And thank God it was an easy fix, but that meant dipping into our emergency fund. So I have to rework some monies. And I think, honestly, I think part of the issue is I think I miscalculated somewhere over here, and I haven't been able to figure it out. That's what has me a little because I cannot figure out where I went wrong. So then we'll flip to our trackers. I balanced everything. Everything's highlighted for the most part, except for like a couple things over here. I'll do that later. But I'm off by $185.84. That's a big portion to be off, and I can't figure out why or where I'm off at. This is all correct. This is all correct, and this is all correct, but I cannot, for the love of God, find out where I went wrong. But in other news, let's go ahead and get, oh, and I did purchase a few things. I said I wasn't gonna buy any heavy planner supplies in January, but I needed a folder. My makeshift folder, it wasn't cutting it. So this is the only big folder set that I could find. And I kind of put that in. I put that in not knowing that I was going to, girl, what are you doing? Looking for a scratch sheet of paper. Not knowing that all that was getting ready to change because, yeah. Because life comes and takes you for some curveballs. So this is what we're gonna do. I got me a scratch sheet of paper, and we're just gonna take all the cash that I have that doesn't have a spot or a home, and we're gonna give it some homes. Let me get my $5 buckets. And we're gonna give it some homes. Oh, I thought I put a 5 in there. I guess I didn't. You broke, sis. We're gonna give it some homes. So I have this 5 in this one. I have this $20. This is the remaining after, because I ended up taking out $250, $350 from my emergency fund. And this is the remainder of that. You know, I don't know where that music is coming from, but it's loud as I know it. Okay. I can't remember how much I took out. I got sidetracked by the music. This is why we're just gonna come here and start fresh. So, now if I go in here, that is another $100 that is unaccounted for. And I have some dollar bills for my dollar bill challenge in here. And I even got a little bit of money back here for our $5 challenge. So, here's what I'm thinking of doing. And I deposited that money from, I ended up depositing that money from last year's dollar challenge. So I really don't. Basically this past week I did not keep good records. Clearly that's what it's showing. So this is how we're going to rectify this situation. So let's add up how much money we actually have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 140. 55, 58. So we have $158. We have 14 20s, 3 5s, and 3 1s. So this money I'm going to put in the $5 challenge bucket. All the 1s and the 5s. We're gonna pop them in there. And later on today, I'm going to print out Kamiko's tracker for the $5 challenge. I'm going to print that out later on tonight. And then I haven't glued this down yet, so I'll be able to count how much is in there. Bada boom, bada boom. Now, with this 140, let's go ahead and divvy this up. So there's 2 areas that I want to put, well 3 actually, 3 areas that I want to put this money into. So I want to put money into my car maintenance fund, my emergency fund, and then my home savings fund. So there isn't an easy way to divide out 140 bucks into 3. That just doesn't work. That comes out to like 40 bucks a piece. So what I'm thinking is, I know that later on, or do I want to do, let me do this. Let's not do those 2. Yeah, we're gonna scribble all that out. Let's do the 140. And we'll put it in 2 buckets. We'll put it in the car maintenance. And then we'll fill up our challenge, our savings challenge, for the rest of this month. Which one do we want to fill up? Do we want to fill up Christmas or... Because Christmas we're supposed to have 83 by the end of the month. So if we put 40 into the Christmas, and that'll give us 60 until we get paid. Or we could just do the 40 over here, because we have 25 plus 14 plus 5. That will be 44. So if we do the 40 here, that'll leave the 100 for the maintenance. I think that's what we about to do. Yep. 100, and then this is January. And we'll do the 40. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and write. And for those that are always interested, this is a Paper Mate Eat Joy gel, 0.7. People always ask me, and I'm like, I don't be paying attention. I just pick up a pen. Today is the 9th. So we're 9 days into the year, into the month, and we have abolished our budget. But it's okay. It's okay. So we're going to say this is Y and N. That'll make that 6A. And that kind of puts us to our goal already because I doubled that A and turned that into a 5. But we're going to keep stuff into the end of the month. We'll get with Christmas next time we get paid. And then this $100 I'm going to put into my car maintenance envelope, which is nothing fancy. It is nothing like my TBM envelopes. It's literally an envelope that I drew a car getting, with the engine getting blown out. It's nothing fancy by no means, but it's in my safe. So I'll be putting that money in there. Let me grab a Post-it. Okay. I'm gonna stick this on here, and when I'm done filming this video, I'll go pop all that into the safe. Oops. So now what I want to do, clean up my little area, is I want to go ahead and, while I have your attention, set up my budget for next paycheck. I figure this will be the perfect time to do that. And matter of fact, let me take this out of. Take this out of here so that I can see my monthly. So, next time I get paid, let me get an erasable pen. Let's use a different color. Let's be spunky. Let's use this blue. So this will be our salary. And the budget for our salary is $16.24 something. You'd think I would know I get paid the same amount. $16.24.17. I don't think January 14th. I couldn't remember when I got paid, y'all. I don't think they're still doing the bonus for the peak season, but I'm not sure, but we're just gonna breeze on by that. So the first bill we have due is Apple, and it will be due on the 15th, and that is $14. And then we have Sling. So this is literally how I plan out my budget before you guys see it all on camera. Sling is due on the 20th, and that is $35. And then we have Xfinity. That's due on the 21st, as well as GLS. Those two bills are always due on the same day. Xfinity, woo child, can't talk, is $91, and GLS is $400. And then we have Ed Financial, which my student loans are still in forbearance, but we're gonna go ahead and start getting back to truly paying on those. $93 is that, and that's it for that paycheck. Oh, that's not a lot of bills at all. Yes, go ahead, Sid. So, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go where it says extra debt. I'm gonna write AWA because AWA Collections. I'm going to try to call them and settle some debt that I have in collections with them. Okay, so sorry about that. As I was saying, I have some debt with them, so I want to make sure I put that on here so I can remember to pay them. And then, as always, for sinking funds, we have emergency and home deposit. And then we have car. Oh, yeah. Car maintenance. January challenge. And then we have the holiday fund. Or Christmas, as some people call it. And down here we have our usuals. So I went ahead and I just filled out our variables. Our variables remain the same every pay period for the most part. The only thing that usually changes is I may change the groceries or the personal. I probably am going to change the groceries because $100 was not enough. Already I can kind of tell that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that at, we'll go back to 175, our usual. And I found out where my issue is with the grocery budget. I take cash out for groceries, but then sometimes when I'm out running errands and I stop to get fast food, even though I know I shouldn't, or I DoorDash, it obviously uses my card. So I'm going to go and take the cash that I have left in my grocery budget. I'm going to deposit that in my bank account to replace some of the money that I've used. So let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and start calculating and percolating. 1624.17 minus $14 minus 35 minus 91 minus 400 minus 93. So that leftover will give us 991.17. I do this so backwards every time, and I never pay attention to it. So that's 633. I could just add this up and then subtract it from there, but whatever. We slow like that sometimes. So 991.17, and then so that's 380 for our envelopes minus 991.17. That is 611.17. Now, my emergency fund and my home deposit are on automatic transfers out of my bank account. So my emergency fund, 160 comes out every, why'd I put the 00? I didn't need to do that. OMG. 160 comes out every time I get paid. I automatically have that transfer coming out for my emergency fund, and then 200 automatically comes out for my home deposit. Now, for the January challenge, let me grab that envelope. Let's see where we need to be. So we put in 40, right? So let's add this up. 23 plus 5 plus 25 plus 14 plus another 5. I put goal 68, but it's really 72. Let me write that here so I know I'm not tripping. Okay, so minus 68, because that's currently what we have in there. Oh, technically all we need is $4 and we'll be full with our January challenge. So we'll just round this up to 5. Why do I keep wanting to put the dot? The dot. We'll just round this up to $5 because it'll just be easier getting it out of the ATM. And then our holiday fund for $83, we need $63. Yeah, we need $63. And then I'm gonna try to make this a solid even number. Let's do 200 plus 160 plus 5 plus 63 equals 428. If we wanted to make it just 500 even, we'll put $72 in the car maintenance fund. And that'll leave us with, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And that is $500 here. That leaves us with $111.17. Now, this may change because, which is why we call it the budget versus the actual, because when I call them, I'm gonna call them and try to settle. So, sorry, say it, don't spray it. Once I find out what we can agree on for settling, then I'll go ahead and adjust this area to make this happen. So that's kind of where I'm gonna start with the pre-planning for that paycheck. And I think we're pretty much done with our check-in, you guys. It didn't go as good as I wanted it to go, you know. I thought, you know, I could do a little something, make a something happen real quick. But it just wasn't in the cards. We're a little off, but that's okay. We're gonna recoup and recover next pay period and balance this thing out. Now, the thing about, I need some more divider tabs. That's really what I need for this planner. But, what was I saying? Oh, the thing about January is technically we had 3 pay periods. We had this one, the 14th, and the 21st. Oh, and the 28th. The 21st. And I didn't put no payday stickers up here. I should have, because if it wasn't for the colors, I wouldn't know. But so the 28th we get paid again in January, but I will be using it to pay off some of those those bills that come out in the first week or so of February. Yeah. But thank you all for watching me and my mess up of a budget. We slowly but surely getting it together. Slowly but surely. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye now.